Now, for all that the city has done for the more than 70,000 migrants that have arrived in New York, including housing the majority in either hotels or temporary shelters, it turns out the city is not doing a very good job making sure that the asylum seekers actually apply for asylum. And this will have huge long-term consequences if it continues for the migrant crisis.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Leading progressive lawmakers and advocacy groups are pushing New York City to allocate $70 million to help with legal services for asylum seekers. Comptroller Brad Lander says for all the time, effort, and money spent during the last year to support migrants,
we have failed to say, do you know what you need to do to file your asylum application? Are you aware? Would you like a pro se clinic or legal representation to help that get filed?
Just Wednesday, leading staffers for Mayor Eric Adams, who are handling the crisis, admitted only a tiny fraction of those being cared for by the city have actually applied for asylum. The mayor and governor, for that matter, have been outspoken in pushing the Biden administration to speed up work authorizations for asylum seekers, which normally takes about 6 months. The goal is to more quickly get migrants jobs that would allow them to move out of shelter. But right now it would be meaningless for the majority of those in the city because they haven't even begun the cumbersome paperwork.
We know that our newest neighbors are on a one-year application deadline. And if they don't meet those requirements, this city is saying we are okay with you all being the next generation of undocumented people in our city, and that is not okay.
Without addressing the request for $70 million directly, Mayor Adams pushed back on other lawmakers who keep asking for more money. He also ripped the federal government for communicating to the city it would only be sending at most $36 million in the next round of migrant relief.
The amount of money that we receive I think is embarrassing to what the city has been handling.
But the comptroller, the city's money man, says finding the funds now would be well worth it.
Spending this $70 million will save several hundred million. The cost of providing legal representation is far less than the cost of even 3 months of shelter, much less a year of shelter.
Now, there is a network of nonprofits already doing some of this legal service work for asylum seekers, and some of it is sponsored and paid for by the city. They set up clinics in some of the shelters, but they say there really needs to be a supercharging of this effort, which they're ready for if the funding is there.